You know that odd moment before a new thought lands, when the mind seems to hold its breath. That gap, the one between what was and what wants to be, is the classroom where all the real teaching occurs. Some call it channeling, others call it listening. Either way, it's the same movement. Attention relaxing just enough for something wiser to slip through. Imagine every cell of your body as a small tuning fork. When you speak kindly, they hum in harmony. When you lie to yourself, they buzz off key. And because the universe is mostly listening, it answers in kind. It doesn't punish. It just resonates. Now, picture the bigger pattern. Every conversation, every decision, every small kindness threads into one huge piece of fabric. Pull one, and 1,000 others tremble. So, the so-called spiritual gifts, they're not powers to collect. They're responsibilities to remember. You're already transmitting. The only question is, what are you transmitting? Sometimes the lesson comes as silence. Sometimes as a friend's sharp word, or a stranger's sudden smile. Those are messages, if you like. Not telegrams from heaven, feedback from coherence itself. Act on them, and life tends to simplify. Ignore them, and the volume increases until you can't pretend not to hear. The science of it is ordinary. Focus sharpens perception, perception shapes behaviour, behaviour shapes outcome. The poetry of it is luminous. The song you sing tunes the world that answers. So what happens when you act on these teachings? You start noticing coincidences as choreography rather than accident. You find intuition isn't mystical. It's data arriving before analysis. You stop worshipping separation. That old superstition, they called everything other, and start seeing how labels were only training wheels for consciousness. And if you don't act, then you keep rehearsing the same old play. Same script, same plot twists, until fatigue teaches what curiosity could have taught gently. There's no punishment, just repetition. Somewhere inside you, a small laugh rises because you've already been doing this. Every time you paused before reacting, you practiced channeling. Every time you followed a quiet nudge and it worked out, you upgraded frequency. Every time you told the truth, even when it cost comfort, you activated the real psychic muscle, integrity. The fun of it is in experimenting. Try behaving as if the universe is a conversation, not a test. See what happens when you answer differently. Notice which stories feel heavy and which expand your chest when you speak them. That feeling is data. That's your inner instrumentation. In the bigger picture, perhaps evolution itself is learning to speak in first person plural. We, not I. Each human voice, a syllable, in one long cosmic sentence, still being written. You, hearing this line, are part of its grammar. Maybe that's the real activation, remembering you are never separate from the sentence at all.